A poor girl secretly worked part-time at a supermarket to hide her financial situation from her classmates. But one day, she unexpectedly encountered her crush there. Embarrassed, she lowered her head. To her surprise, her crush called out her name.
이미 춘애 아니었나?
Hearing this, the girl felt flattered and overjoyed. Little did she know, she had already fallen into his trap. This crush was the school heartthrob and a trainee in a boy band. She usually admired him from afar, never imagining he would know her name. Before she could gather her thoughts, he made a difficult request. It turned out that, despite being underage, he wanted to buy soju. Although Chloe Kim was a girl of principles, the heartfelt look on his face instantly broke down her defenses. Not only did she sell the soju to him, but when he asked for cigarettes as well, she handed them over without hesitation. Little did she realize that this was the beginning of her tragic fate. From that point on, her crush frequently visited the store to buy cigarettes and alcohol. Each brief interaction made Chloe Kim feel ecstatic. What she never expected was that on his birthday, he invited her to join him for the celebration. When he asked her to sit next to him, Chloe Kim's face turned bright red. Amid the cheers of the crowd, she, who had never had alcohol before, picked up her first glass of soju. Just as she was about to down it in one go, her crush thoughtfully stopped her. That night felt like a dream to Chloe Kim. When she returned to the private room from the restroom, her crush suddenly grabbed her hand. With deep emotion in his eyes, he told her he had something very important to say to her. It was like a scene from a romantic drama. Time seemed to freeze, and emotional background music played in her head. Taking a deep breath, she braced herself for his confession. Instead, he said, "Could you lend me some money? The bill is more than I expected." What the heck? It turned out the reason he had invited her was for this. Although 200,001 wasn't a small amount, her crush promised to return it by the following week. In the end, Chloe Kim agreed to his request. The hug he gave her then completely melted her heart. From that point on, borrowing money became a regular occurrence. Chloe Kim had to take on several part-time jobs to make ends meet, but eventually, her efforts paid off. One day, she finally saw her crush debuting on TV. Excited, she sent him a congratulatory text message. However, months passed, and she never received a reply. When she learned that he would be returning to their hometown for promotional activities, Chloe Kim rushed to welcome him. She excitedly called out his name, but her voice was drowned out by the screams of his fans. That evening, she secretly went to his residence, intending to surprise him. Instead, she overheard the biggest